I'm facilitating a workshop. A woman walks into the room. I immediately feel this tension in the air. The woman looks for a place to sit down. She sits down. Moments later, a woman who's already been in the workshop from the beginning gets up and leaves. And I go, On the break, I go out to the courtyard to just get some air. I turn the corner and the woman who left the workshop is there. She turns and looks at me like with deer in headlight eyes. And I go, "Hey, what's up?" And she goes, "The woman who came into the workshop is in the same industry that I'm in." I said, "Oh, okay." She says, "I don't want to be in a place where I'm being vulnerable with someone who's in the same industry that I'm in." And I said, "So what are you carrying that you feel if you were to share would be so vulnerable and puts you at risk?" She says, I don't know. I don't want to talk about my dysfunctional family or the abortion that I had and she lists all of these things. And I say to her, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, how much are you in judgment of yourself about these things? And she goes, "It's a 10, it's a 10. And I said, "And what would happen if you stopped judging yourself so harshly and projecting that judgment off and onto others?" It was time to go back in. I left her there. The workshop is unfolding. She comes in later, finds her place in the workshop, begins to share, do the exercises. And by the end of the day, she is laughing, full of a lightness that certainly wasn't present in that courtyard. How often are we holding ourselves hostage by harsh self-judgment and projecting our judgment onto others because we haven't learned how to accept that we are part of a human condition and that we are whole despite our circumstances and experiences? I'm loving you.